Hey guys, so here I'm back for a couple more examples on graphing. So we're going to look at a couple more. Alright, so first thing we want to do is identify A, B, and C. So A is -2, B is 8, and C is -6. So going back and looking at our notes, the first thing we find is our vertex. And so to find our x value, we do -b, so that's -8 over 2 times A. So that's going to give me +2. Then I'm going to plug in 2, and I get 2. So the vertex is at 2, 2. So I'll get my graph paper here. I'm going to put, this was example 1 that we did earlier in the other video. This is 2. So the vertex is at 2, 2. My next step is to draw in my axis of symmetry. So that's a vertical line. I draw it as dashed through my vertex. So where you plot that point, just draw a vertical line like this. Alright, so this graph, I didn't talk about this in the first example, but A is negative, so this graph is going to be concave down. So I know going into it, it should look concave down. On the first example, A was positive, so I knew it should be going concave up. So if I get a wrong answer and I'm not sure about how things are looking, think about, is this graph going to be concave up or concave down? Alright, next is to find my y-intercept, which is 0, C. So that's going to be 0, -6. And then I'm going to draw its mirror image. So this is 2 to the left, so I'll go 2 to the right and put its mirror image on the other side of the axis of symmetry. And then my last step is to find my x-intercept. So I use quadratic formula. So -b, so that's -8 plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Better watch all those negative signs. All over 2a. So I'll pull up Desmos and we'll do that. I'm putting in my parentheses. And so there I get 3. I'll go ahead and do this one. And 1. So I get 3 and 1. So 3, 0, and 1, 0. So I'll plot those points. 3, 0, and 1, 0. And then I'm going to miss that one a little bit. Draw my parabola. Okay. Last example. Alright, so first thing we do is identify A, B, and C. So here A is 1, B is 3, C is -3. So first thing I want to do is find my vertex. So I get -b, so that's -3 over 2 times 1. And this is going to give us a decimal, and that's okay. That's going to be -1.5. We'll look at how do we plot decimals. Then we type in negative 1.5. Make sure you put it in parentheses. And we get negative 5.25. All right, so how do we plot something like that? I'm going to look at this graph here for 3. So negative 1.5. So here's negative 1. 0.5 would be halfway in between. And then I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just a little bit past that. And so that would be my vertex. So I'll draw this dotted line here in the middle. Then we find our y-intercept, which is 0c. So that's going to be 0, negative 3. So we plot 0, negative 3, and then its mirror image. So that's over 1.5. So I go over 1.5 in the other direction. Then I'm going to find my x-intercepts. So negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. I'll pull that up in Desmos. Alright, so that gives us a decimal 2. I'm going to round. And so that's I'm going to say like negative 3.8. And I'll go ahead and put my minus. That, or I'll say it's 0.8. So negative 3.8 and 0.8. So we're just estimating when we draw these on there where that would go. So negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and really close to 4 but not touching it. And then 0.8 is close to 1 but not touching it. And then drawing my parabola. Alright, so today there will be a place for you to post questions. Excuse me. And then just a little bit of practice. Hope you have a good day. Bye.